Well, the Hotel Gianfranco turned out to be closed with directions to the Hotel Mediterraneo, more in the middle of town, and this is what we've got, an absolutely beautiful room on the 5th floor. After the lift didn't go, we got a cup of coffee, and Gretchen even rode the lift up with the man on the front desk. She's become very brave. Beautiful view out over the sea. Shame we're only here for one night. Across the road from the hotel there's a little piazza, little park. Down below, see the roof of our car. 5 floors below. We climbed up to what is a medieval, or the remains of a medieval castle in Roccanella. What's the other word for it? Johnella or Ionella, depends upon what you want to believe. Church down there calling people to service, 4:30 on a Wednesday afternoon. Very interesting. There's a roadway that with a lovely bridge which has been completed, and then it goes nowhere. We've got the tunnel portals have been done, but it's all just grass. The road surface has never been laid. And then when you look over here further, you can see the road continuing on around. Over where that large building is, I'll zoom in a little bit closer. That's where the tunnel must come out, just to the right. Another lovely bridge, 2 more portals for tunnels. Nothing else. This country has run out of money for its roads. And round to the town that we're staying in. Can't pick out the hotel, but we're down there somewhere. And then away in the distance is the coast that we've come from today. So we're reasonably way around the toe of Italy. Probably about 100 odd kilometres from the bottom of Italy, heading up the eastern coast. With quite a long way to go yet before we get to Lucca early next week. So now a close-up of this medieval castle. Can't get up to this tower bit that's up the top of the little rise ahead of us here. Here's Gretchen doing her panorama. And this is what's left of the medieval castle down below us. Had we come up another pathway we could have walked through all of that. And at some stage they've erected a crane here for renovations of some sort. Looks like there might be a new roof on part of the what's left of that building ahead of us, which sits right on the cliff's edge. I'll have a look at it later from down below in the town when we go back. Certainly would have commanded a very prominent spot. And the rest of the town over this side. And that's the direction we'll be going tomorrow. Oh, actually you can see a little bit of the road that they've constructed around here. Another wonderful bridge. And some actual tar seal that's been laid. A lovely old building here. It's got to be centuries old. Perhaps even goes back to the time of the medieval castle. If you look down below there, people are obviously living in it. They've got nice new shutters and an air conditioner attached to the outside. The old and the new. As I say, roof has been held on by stones. Gretchen's reading the sign here, which is very faded. It's supposed to cost €1.5 million to finish. Be finished by 2009. Looks like they've run out of money for this as well. Interesting old building though, with all the windows there walled up. Back down the bottom of the hill now, looking for our supermarket, and here's a shot from below the medieval castle. We're at a stop before lunch at Santa Caterina, and then there's about another 4 words after that, so I won't try and pronounce it. It was quite a nice beach when we first came onto it from the parking area. Now it's got a bit stony. It's another one of these seaside towns we've passed through this morning. There's been quite a few of them as we head towards tonight's accommodation near at Torre Melissa. Hotel Melissa looks very deserted, not open for the season as yet. It's the beach at Torre Melissa. Oh, there we are. Here's Gretchen. Look at that. These wind turbines are close to the town. In fact, they're probably not very far behind our apartment. Oh, we're doing a little bit of an experiment here, just to see how the tripod works. These men in the boat out here, a little bit of a swell running. This is our morning tea stop. That boat turned around very quick, must have a motor going. Now up behind here is supposed to be some mountains with snow on. Just not sure whether they're going to come up very well on the camera or not. Right, we'll try again, this time with the camera held in the hand. Just see how steady the shot can be as we zoom in on what I assume, in bright sunlight, very difficult to see, is the top of the mountains. Anyway, time will tell. Oh, lunchtime stop, and we're well into the Gulf of Taranto now. Heading towards our accommodation for the night in a place called Massafra. This is where we had our lunch. Well, we didn't have our lunch in there, our lunch beside it. Quite an impressive tower structure. It's actually private property. There's a restaurant in there, so and actually get in to have a look and see what it looks like inside. Looks like it's had a bit of restoration done on over the years. I might be able to make out these birds flying around. They seem to be nesting in the walls of the castle.